1928, the richest prince in India walked into a jewelry house in Paris, carrying trunks of his own treasure. He walked out with the most expensive object money had ever made, a 5-row waterfall of 2,930 diamonds, crowned by a single yellow stone the size of a small fist. 20 years later, it vanished from a royal vault. No suspect, no charge, no clue. And when Cartier finally found it again, half a century on, in a dusty second-hand shop in London, the chains were still there. Every single one of the great stones was gone. This is the story of the most expensive necklace ever made, and how it walked out of history. To understand the necklace, you first have to understand the man who ordered it, and there has never been anyone quite like him. Maharaja Bhupinder Singh of Patiala ruled one of the richest Sikh states in India, crowned at 9 years old, handed absolute power at 18. He owned 44 Rolls-Royces. He was the first Indian to own a private airplane, and he built his own airstrip to land it. Inside a purpose-built wing of his palace, he kept 350 consorts and fathered 88 children, 52 of whom survived him.
The wilder tales, a diamond breastplate worn bare, a private surgeon kept only to please the harem, belonged to the tabloids of the day, not the record.
But this was no idle playboy. He sat on Britain's Imperial War Cabinet, captained India's first cricket tour of England, and gave the sport the Ranji Trophy. He wore a ceremonial breastplate said to hold over 1,000 diamonds, and assembled what was believed to be the largest private collection of medals on Earth. He was a man for whom nothing was unbuyable, until he decided to buy the single most spectacular object money had ever made. In 1925, Bhupinder Singh walked into Cartier in Paris and placed the largest single order the house had ever received. And he didn't just pay for it. He supplied the treasure himself. Trunks holding some 4,000 of his own loose diamonds, emeralds, rubies, and pearls, handed over for Cartier to reset. For 3 years, Cartier's workshops labored over it, resetting his stones in platinum, the fashionable new metal of the age, into 5 cascading rows the Indians called lati. And this necklace was not even his only spree. That same decade, he handed the Paris House of Boucheron the largest private order it had ever taken, 149 pieces in one commission. When it was finished in 1928, the necklace carried 2,930 diamonds, roughly 1,000 carats in a single piece, 962 by Cartier's own precise count.
Paris had never seen anything like it. One magazine wrote that the city had been transported into the world of the 1,001 Nights. You'll hear it called a 1 billion rupee necklace, but that price was for this piece plus a mountain of other jewels he ordered that year, not the necklace alone.
And at the very center hung the reason the world still remembers it, a single pale yellow diamond called the De Beers, 234 carats. In its day, reckoned the 7th largest diamond on Earth and the largest yellow cushion-cut stone ever found. It had been torn from the De Beers mine in South Africa in 1888, a rough crystal of some 428 carats, nearly half of it ground away to reveal the gem inside. It first dazzled the public at the Paris exhibition of 1889. Then the Patiala family carried it home to India, where it would wait 40 years for its setting. A stone that old and that large carries its own gravity. It had already passed through mines and empires before it ever reached a Sikh Maharaja's court. Around it, Cartier set 7 more large diamonds, from 18 to 73 carats each, and 2 deep red Burmese rubies, every one alone a fortune.
Cartier's own description calls it a cascade of 2,930 diamonds, underlined by 2 Burmese rubies.
For 20 years, a king wore it over his court robes, and then the photographs simply stopped. Because by 1947, the world that built the necklace was ending. India was free, and the tax-free, untouchable kingdoms of the Maharajas were being dissolved into the new republic. The necklace had passed to Bhupinder Singh's son, Maharaja Yadavendra Singh. The last time anyone can prove it existed, intact, is a single photograph from 1946. Then around 1948, as Patiala was folded into the new India, the necklace simply went out of the treasury, out of every record. And here is the part that still stuns. There was no arrest, no suspect, no charge, no investigation. One of the most valuable objects on earth vanished, and no one was ever asked why. Remember what these jewels had become. With the princely states dissolved, a treasure like this arguably belonged to the new nation itself. Yet the file on it is, to this day, effectively blank.
The theories never end. An inside job, a quiet family sale, jewels smuggled abroad to raise cash before the new government could seize them. Everyone is a rumor. None has ever been proven.
For 34 years, not a single stone was seen anywhere on Earth. And then, at an auction in Geneva, a hand went up. In 1982, at Sotheby's in Geneva, the great yellow diamond surfaced. Alone. No necklace. Just the stone. The top bid climbed past $3 million and fell short of a secret reserve. The diamond slipped away again, its buyer and its destination undisclosed. And then, 16 years later, the trail reappeared in the unlikeliest place on Earth. In 1998, a senior Cartier man named Eric Nussbaum walked into a second-hand jewelry shop in London and stopped dead. This was no auction house, no bank vault. It was an ordinary second-hand shop, the kind you might walk past 100 times without a glance. In a display case sat 5 strands of platinum chain. He recognized the ghost of the Patiala necklace on sight.
In his own words, I found the necklace by pure chance. The chains were separated and the stones were gone, but I recognized it right away.
The chains were there, but the De Beers diamond, the 7 great stones, the rubies, all of it was gone. A skeleton stripped of its treasure. Cartier bought back the remains and then spent 4 years trying to raise the dead. They rebuilt the necklace to look exactly as it had in 1928, but the missing stones could not be replaced with real ones. So the diamonds became cubic zirconia, the rubies became synthetic, and at the very heart, where the great yellow stone once hung, Cartier set a replica. It is one of the most beautiful fakes ever made, a masterpiece built to disguise a loss that could never be undone. The restored necklace never went back to India. It entered the Cartier collection, where it remains today, loaned to museums, photographed by millions. The uncomfortable truth on display: what the public sees is a beautiful copy of a real thing that is still lost.
In 2022, a Cartier choker worn on a red carpet drew accusations that it held a stolen Patiala stone. It was almost certainly a different piece, but neither side would confirm a thing.
So where are the real stones tonight? The honest answer is the reason this story refuses to die. The 234-carat De Beers diamond, the 7 great diamonds, the 2 Burmese rubies, not one of them has ever been recovered.
As one account puts it, simply, the location of the De Beers diamond remains unknown.
Its last confirmed sighting on Earth is that Geneva auction in 1982. Owner unknown, whereabouts unknown, for more than 40 years. The rest were most likely prized from their settings, recut and renamed, sold off one by one, scattered across the world and made almost impossible to trace. That is the dark genius of stealing a famous stone. Recut, it becomes a brand new diamond with no history, and the most recognizable gem on Earth simply ceases to exist. Which means somewhere out there, right now, a woman may be wearing a piece of the Patiala necklace and have no idea what it is. In the end, that is the strangest inheritance of all. The richest prince of the Raj bought the largest necklace Cartier ever made, and it could not outlive his own dynasty by a single generation. The platinum survived, the paperwork didn't. The great stones walked out of history without leaving a name behind. The only Patiala necklace anyone can look at today is a replica, costume stones around a copy of a diamond no one can find, locked in a French vault, guarded more carefully than a kingdom ever was. Because this is what money buys. It bought the stones, the platinum, the Paris headlines, the myth. It bought everything except the ending. Because there is always another fortune, another vault, another crown, another impossible sum, and another reminder that money can buy almost everything except the way the story ends. New stories every week on What Money Buys.